Hello.
Well, hello everybody. It's we're in space on the internet.
Yo.
It's very
The best
exciting.
type of spice.
Yeah, it
Spice.
is.
Why can't I
Spice.
speak all of a sudden?
This is rolling a new
Controls
character
the
from the
spice,
beginning.
Controls the
Yeah.
stream. Yeah, the
Dang.
most powerful of us tonight will be revealed
Oh,
through a series of physical trials and tests
oh,
Oh,
that
God.
our players didn't know
Yes.
they'd signed up for. In 30 seconds, you will each hear
Oh,
a
wait.
knock at your door. When you go outside,
Oh no!
I'm ready. Fucking ready.
How did you find me?
good. Harker has passed the first step.
Just have a weapon on hand.
Have a weapon immediately. Hold
I
on.
have it
I don't have
upstairs.
enough room for this.
That's not good
None
enough.
of the
You
weapons
got
I
20
have-
seconds.
None
Oh,
of the
wait.
weapons I have can be shown on the internet.
I literally
my
got
God.
my Demon Slayer swords. 1 second.
Yes, that will work.
Nice.
I
Is there
have a
supposed to be big
potion with
chunk out of
dice
it?
in
Did you
it.
bite it like?
No, it's shaped like this.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's from anime.
It's
So
anime,
it's gotta have a
Dylan.
random fucking.
I don't know what the cool kids are into nowadays, okay?
Watch Demon Slayer. It's good.
No.
Ready.
Demon Slayer is good, actually.
Okay, so round one, definitive fail on behalf of Dread.
Yeah. Listen, I
Wasn't-
cannot show the weapons that I have. They're real.
That's not what the man at the door will accept.
Fuck.
Anyway, hello everybody. This is Heartfire Tales. This is the Wizard of Wildspace. Sometimes it happens on a Monday.
Sometimes.
We're going to have a relatively shorter game than usual today, so just don't get too comfortable. This shit's going to be wild.
Base.
We have a couple of announcements, a little bit of housekeeping just right off the bat. If you haven't bought your ticket to our live show, shit, you're almost out of time. It's this Saturday. Get yourself onto smockalley.com, find Heartfire Tales, and buy yourself a little ticket. Just a little one, and we'll see you there. It's this weekend. It's the 13th. It's imminent. I'm already moving chairs. That's where we're at right now.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah.
very, very important to me that you, and yes, I am now speaking directly to you, purchase those tickets, preferably before the end of this stream.
Do it.
Secondly, I think you don't even have time to vote anymore, but the end of the Crit Awards is
Don't.
nigh. No, voting is closed, so more or less this is a thank you message to everybody who did vote for us, because it means the absolute world to us. It really honestly does. The fact that we even made the finals is astounding. We have no business being there, but we are there, and now that's their problem.
How
So,
dare you, Jim? Speak better about yourself.
We have all the
you
business
have all
being
the
there.
business being there.
Stop talking shit about my friend.
If you bring imposter syndrome into my goddamn house, I'll kill you.
No, this is where I want to be. I want to be in the competitions that I have no business being in. That means I'm really good.
Fair.
Secondly, we also are doing this. Again, I am in my sitting room with my young lad, so I may have to mute myself. The guys will DM if I do.
I got this.
This is our live stream, and we would very much appreciate if you would subscribe to us or use the little bits or feed the internet machine the digital coins, whatever it is that you guys do. Because let me tell you, I'm winding up. I'm gonna fuck these guys. I'm winding up.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
It might not.
There is a
All the
shark
characters are
there.
getting laid straight away.
It might not be today.
I'm
It
not
certainly
dead.
won't be tomorrow because we're not streaming. But someday soon, I'm going to try my absolute hardest to take these guys off.
Okay, I'm
Um,
banning Alan from the chat. They've already give Jim a crit.
Oh no!
I'm gonna
Dare
say
you?
That made
This
things
is-
interesting last time.
it did. Yeah, thank you, Alan, and stay on side. It might not be this. It might
I
not be
almost
this
died
game, but
twice.
I'll
That's not
need you on side for the next one. Everybody, would you like to introduce yourselves before we get into this?
Everyone at the same time, go. Hello, my name is
Hi,
Harper.
Hi,
my
my
name's
name's
Dylan.
Dylan.
I'm
Usually
the
also
DM
Dread
for
at
Heartfire
DM.
Tales.
Honestly, I
Oh,
don't
they're
know what I'm
committed to
doing.
it.
Over
Okay,
on
well,
my
why-
podcast
why
side
am
of
I
things,
still
I'm also
here?
the DM
Yeah,
for
really?
the live show.
Yeah,
I'm
just
the
follow
usual
her again.
DM
Follow
there.
her.
So
You
yeah,
Today
give us
I'll
a
be
follow
playing,
there if you know.
Oh,
Every
there's some talking. I'll keep
blue-collar
talking.
violin.
I'm
You can
also
also
on,
find me on
like,
YouTube.
I'm on
If you're
TikTok
yeah,
once
if you
or
follow us,
twice.
you know who I am. So that's fine.
Succinct. Thank you. That saved a lot of time. So, if everybody would just roll for recap for me.
Oh my
Right.
god.
That's how you get those replayability clips where
Cocked.
someone will watch that 4 times.
That was
to try and
bad. That
make
was
it
a 3.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
that's a
God, I got a
1.
5.
Oh,
Let's go.
This is a
That's
Not
D20,
the
right?
lowest.
19.
19. Well, it
Ooh.
seems like Dylan is going to be doing our recap today.
Yay!
Okay. Where to begin? Probably somewhere at the beginning.
Start at the prehistory of Harker's character on the farm, if you wouldn't mind, and then go chronologically from
Yes.
there.
I won't because I don't remember all of that. So
She came
what's
down in a
happened-
bubble, Doug.
Yeah, what's happened is one time a load of storks of various different kind of sub races came
Oh!
and delivered us to our respective parents. We all grew up. Some of us became magical. Some of us became angry. Some of us were, came from very sexy leonine heritage.
I mean, we can't all, you know.
Yeah, we can't all be that.
Gotta
Actually,
be
I
one
was
hot character.
conceived by fucking.
Excuse me, sir.
Actually, I've got that in the lore guide for this campaign. That it does say
Mad.
Only
Conceived by
I
fucking.
I cannot repeat that, but yes, all leonine are conceived by that.
Oh, Jim has to be censored as well today.
There's a child.
Jim has to
There's
self-censor.
people in the room.
Yeah.
That's
That's so
brilliant.
funny.
We just say the worst things in his ear and he has to keep a straight face.
Just completely.
We all just start saying slurs.
Whoa!
Oh, you brought that somewhere it
Whoa.
didn't need to be.
No.
And I get that
Look,
you can get
hey.
away with that, but you know.
Dylan walked into the
only
backstage
kinda get away
with
with
a
that.
cowboy hat with dreads. I
He did do
not
that.
start
He
this.
did do that.
He's all gotta stop making things up about me. Anyway, listen to my
Actually,
amazing
hold on.
recap.
That's a good segue into
Wow.
if you haven't, I'm sorry, talking about the hat with dreads. If you haven't, go check out Dungeons and Dragons and look at our pirate.
I
Listen
have
to
to
our
watch that
pirate
still.
live show. It was
Oh, yeah,
really,
yeah.
really fun. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I do need to
Yeah, I
watch
don't know how
Have
much
you-
it's going to translate into audio, but I'd say it'd be fun.
yeah, it'll be definitely be fun.
But yeah, so basically the crux of it is my character, Hertz, little auto gnome, who's a helper bot, but he's alive, doesn't understand emotions, is brothers with Harker's character, Scraps, an awakened scarecrow.
What's up?
Our father is the wizard of Wildspace, super strong and powerful and wizardy. Our mother, possibly a god. We
Possibly.
don't know. Some sort of deific or angelic creature.
No one else's characters
Hurts.
are important. That's all you need to know.
Wearing a cowboy hat, super important. That is.
I'm
something
glad
we
you
should
remembered
remember.
the cowboy hat. That was my only note from the last game was I got a cowboy hat for you.
We are currently in the Emerald City after just finding Ares, the Leonin rogue / fighter, member of the Lion Guard. We found his father, which was great because we've been looking for
So
him for,
sexy.
frankly, too long of a time. And now that his father is very happy that we found him because that means he is reunited with his potential future paramour, Rin, the flying monkey turned
He's married.
reborn, I think they're now called because we've
They're
gone to Thrippy.
The Reborn, yes.
And we'd all gone into the sewers. We had fought mimics, and more mimics.
So many mimics.
Also, lots of doppelgangers, some big guy in a suit of armor, and then talked to the underbloke, a mysterious gentleman who seemed to just be an actor of some form, claiming that all the world is a stage and he is the greatest thespian and actor the world has ever seen. He was a dick.
Villains are theater.
He was
Yeah,
The
he was a
villains are
he was a
always
mega
theater
dick.
kids.
powerful theater kid.
And basically said that they had tortured Ares' father into giving up a load of state secrets, particularly ones around defense. We emerged from the sewers to basically find that the city is under attack by Rin's old mistress, the Wicked Witch, who has recently been reawoken or revived or something. So
I
Yeah.
don't know how I feel about it yet.
also Elias Vorlock is there. If you remember him from like episode 2,
Oh, he
was
will
kind of hot
fuck.
too.
He was kind of
It's
hot,
just
but he
what
will
they're
also
looking
die.
like.
People fuck? Dang.
Yeah,
What?
and he killed
Oh.
Scraps, and that was bad. But we
Yeah,
got her,
that's
we got
what
her
it
back, so it's fine.
He did, and it was, and he was, I think. I
And
don't know.
that's as good as
Would
a
you
recap as you're
consider
going to get.
Judge Clow Frollo hot? Do we consider Judge Clow Frollo hot?
In
Who,
a
what? Who? What?
in a way,
I don't know
Yeah.
who that is.
Neither do I.
He's
No one remembers
His-
the villain from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
his
Yeah.
passion is hot. Put it that way.
What do you mean no?
The
Dang.
What do you
villains
mean?
are
What do you
always
mean?
hot.
No.
Greatest villain
Hell's
song in the history
fire,
of. Yeah.
dark fire.
Anyway, you guys emerged from the. Thank you. That was beautiful. You guys emerge from the sewers, to a scene that is, let's face it, relatively chaotic. The city itself is in disarray. People are running through the streets on the level you're at. The street is just a mill of people running. They're not sure where to run to. It's just kind of get to cover. Above, a fleet of these dark ships has shown up and have begun barraging the citadel. And you can see that they're firing down upon the citadel that has some kind of, every time a shot comes near it, there is kind of like an emerald shield flashes into existence and stops the shot.
That's mental.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's so fucking metal.
Pretty sick,
Um,
bro.
Interesting.
Pretty sick.
you can see they're not really focusing fire on the outer rim of the city where you guys are. It all seems to be kind of focused on the inner districts, where you know that a lot of where you would have done like anti-Ms and stuff is like
All the
more
important
built-
buildings.
all the important
Yes.
buildings. Yeah, they don't. There's no point in them shelling the outer kind of limits right now. You have, I think you brought strength with you, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Jerry
I'm
took a
carrying
sleep
him.
potion and ran with
But
him.
I mean,
Yes.
what? No, I'm not.
And you wish you were carrying him.
I wish I was carrying him.
Even in his weakened state, he's carrying you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity to exercise. I need to regain my strength.
Anytime,
Um,
anytime.
Very quickly, can you all just tell me what your characters are feeling in this moment? Where's your heads at?
It's a very strong
What's
mix
up,
of
bud?
emotions. It's
Rough.
the
On a phone call.
relief and elation of finding Dad. It is the simmering rage at the underbloke for having been put in a position where they had to argue their way out of there instead of just, delivering the swift and lethal justice that the underbloke deserves.
Mm.
The relief of just being out of the sewers, because God, I hated that place. And then also just immediate panic at the city being under attack. Not good. Not a good. It's been a wild few hours for Aerie.
Yeah, I think it's not really the chaos that really bothers Rin at the moment. This is something that he's very used to. I think it's more the fact that Elias is here, and not only Elias, but potentially the witch. He was not mentally prepared to face them so soon after he's kind of figuring himself out.
Mhm.
But he's also just very ready to like leap into a fray and show that he's not with them anymore.
Scraps is relieved to finally have strength back and be able to see bravery and strength together. And that is short-lived based on the threat that had been given about his own father. And is kind of looking between himself and Hertz, resisting the urge to just run from the group and head straight there.
Yeah, I think Hertz is kind of just feeling like very overwhelmed, like kind of having come from this, very similar to Aerie, this like sense of like accomplishment and achievement. Like we've done something finally that we've been so hyper focused on for the past while, to come out and see everything like literally crashing down and like this like imminent threat. I think he like kind of looks up to and like goes to like give a little bit of like a hand squeeze or something to Scraps, just for like support and guidance, kind of just not knowing what's going on and just trying to like, I think you see him kind of just like muttering under his breath a lot, of just like trying to like figure out the best thing to do now. Like, what do we do now? What do we do now? Like, what are our priorities? What should we care about? And, just kind of like not quite having a meltdown, but like kind of like trying to like self-soothe to stop one happening.
Yeah, Scraps will
good.
just squeeze back.
So as this is all going on, you see the last one to come out of the sewers is Strength. He looks up, he sees it, and he takes a moment. You see his eyes go wide, and he says, "What have I done? This is my fault."
They would have done it sooner rather than later. If not you, someone else.
They would not have done this later. If I had held on 1 more day, 2 more days, they would not have had the information to do this.
We have to
I
They
find
should
would
have
have
Mom.
had more strength.
We have to get to the Lion Guard. We have to find Mom.
Yes, we should rally the Lion Guard. We should see what the defense, how it stands. You can see that there doesn't seem to be any, as I said, there's no fighting going on here. And in fact, from what you can see, it doesn't seem like there are any ground forces in the city yet. It's still very much an aerial barrage. Are you guys going to head in toward where the Lion Guard is?
Oh yeah, I'm sprinting.
Okay.
Would I be able to climb up to a roof and using like my flying gliding ability just kind of get a lay of the land from above?
Yeah.
And also be able to get there quicker just because if there's so many people there, like Rin wants to be able to swoop down and get into trouble quickly.
100%. I'm going to say, yeah, you can do that.
Hell yeah.
Are you just going to climb to the top of the building? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to climb to the top of the building and then like basically combine parkour and gliding. Run in the same direction, but like kind of act like a scout.
Yeah, this is just basically you're playing Spider-Man 2 PS5 with the glider wings. And I'm all for it. Actually, that's what I'm playing here. My little mouse thing. Probably see it in the background if I do this. Spider-Man. There's what Rin is doing right now.
Exactly.
Yes,
I knew it.
So you do that. You climb. You kind of like you're able to like you basically you run up the street. You kind of plant off the edge of a kind of a stair set, up a wall, climbing up a thing, roll onto the roof, and you get kind of very quickly gain a lot of height. And from the top, I'm going to get you to roll me a perception check. You're going to see stuff, but this is basically just to see what you can discern from the chaos of what's going on.
Let me see. 17.
17. Okay, that's very good. So you can see basically you've been a soldier, you're not just looking at chaos, you're looking for patterns. And what you can see is absolutely the barrage of fire is targeting key locations. It's targeting that inner ring. You're seeing tactical locations being hit. You're seeing a barrage hitting the trying to wear down the shields of the thing itself, the palace itself. What you do also notice is you're able to see members of the Emerald Legion not heading in to the defense of the palace, but moving out to the defense of the city. They're trying to corral the crowds. They're trying to get people to move safely. They're trying to pull people out from being stampeded. And they've begun to set up kind of defensible locations in like intersections and stuff like that. Basically trying to cover and lock down as much ground as they can, knowing that troops will be coming from above.
Yeah. And I just had a thought there, and I think it might be able to occur to me because Rin is in this kind of soldier mindset. Are they heading towards the dock where the Dorothy is?
The dock where the Dorothy is inside the Emerald Citadel.
Okay. Oh no!
So
that's not good. Okay.
You notice the other thing you notice is that you're kind of up there for only a minute or two. It doesn't take you long to get a sense of what's going on, but you take your time and you realize that time taken now is extremely valuable to you to see what's going on. This is basically you've climbed to the top of a building in the Ubisoft game and you've hit triangle. And you do see that ropes start to come down from some of the ships. Not the ships in the inside, but the ships in the outer areas now. So barrage in the center of the city, ground troops beginning to
And is that shield only around the center of the city?
Only around the citadel and its grounds itself.
Okay.
And we're like a couple of kilometers away.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably a few blocks.
Yeah.
You're looking at maybe like if you hot foot it, you'll be about 20 minutes to half an hour, depending on the crowds, to get to where it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
To that, and I'll say to that district as a whole, which includes notable buildings previously visited.
Are we still connected by the Mind?
I'm happy to say
chat?
yes, you are.
Yeah.
I'll relay this to Ari, who would know the city better than I would. It's like, we don't have a lot of time. I think honestly, it might be just a better idea to drop your dad. Just relay the message that shit's gone tits up, and try to head to the Citadel. They're sending ground troops. And the ground troops are, well, you've seen me fight. Imagine a lot of that.
I relay that. I just say to my dad, and I say, last I remember training wise, it's the Emerald Legion protects the city at large. Line Guard protects Citadel. Has anything changed, or is that should we still go to the Citadel?
No, this is still the way of it. The problem is they know the defenses of the Citadel. They know our tactics. We must hurry, and we must help anyone we can.
Was there anything you didn't tell
them? He gives you a brief rundown. Basically, he's laid out like the military defenses, weaknesses in the internal defenses, and they have a good grasp of like guard routines and the layout of the Citadel.
Okay, so
when they took the information from me, I could not physically resist. I am not sure which information they have, but when they entered into my mind, I was forced to think about the castle, to think about the insides. I do not know how deeply they pried. If they went into my subconscious, they may know even the passages between the rooms for escape. We must assume they know everything.
Okay. You think they want Dad?
Of course they want him. Well, I'm sorry. I can't remember if I know who your father is.
Probably not.
I'm going to assume you filled me in.
Dad, I told you, the one who just set up the whole thing. Like,
I would assume this is their target. It would be unwise to assume anything else.
I'm gonna ask for one more bit of information that I just thought of. Did I see a lot? Yeah, from my high perch. Did I see Elias's ship?
You're not sure. You didn't see it, but you can't say it's not there. There are a lot of ships in the sky, and it's not overtly different from the other ones. It's not like he's not one who stands on pride. You know, like he doesn't announce himself. He just gets shit done. So like his ship is probably minimally different from the other ones for purposes like this, you know.
Okay. I'm not gonna fly down. I'm gonna stay on the roofs and keep up this thing, making sure that there's nobody coming for us. I'm going to say, if I know them, they're gonna do something sneaky. This could just be a distraction while they send ground troops in from the ground and below the ground, maybe. Depends how much information was given. And if I wouldn't know if there's any underground passages or anything like that, but it could be. It's a big ass fucking castle. I don't know what happened to my accent there.
That's okay. My strength is slipping too, both physically and in game. The strength, again, you hear his voice, and he says, "The problem is worse than we thought. The Lion Guard, the Emerald Legion, they do not know that I have been compromised. This information is only known by us here."
Well, I did send.
I did send
Buddy.
You did, yes. You sent Buddy, of course.
Maybe we hadn't arrived yet.
Allow me
they
to
were on the way.
retcon that last sentence then.
I mean, it does depend on like how
he's
close
going to
Buddy has
he's
gotten.
going to say, "We do not know how your friend has done, and the defenders may not know the severity of their situation." And now I'm going to put it to you guys. What are you doing here? Are you still sticking with the plan to head straight to the Lion Guard HQ?
Ari, where's the safest place for your father to be?
Well, unfortunately, the safest place is the most well-defended place, and that is the place that is most under attack right now.
You don't know anywhere else?
Lion Guard HQ probably is definitely is a separate building from like the main place, so you could probably bring him to HQ.
Yeah, HQ
There's a command
is
center there.
it's in the immediate city ring outside the Citadel grounds.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why we can't stop it. Yeah, no reason why we can't stop there, but we have to move fairly sharpish.
Would it be smart if we split up and Scraps, me and you go and warn Father, and Eri and Rin go to bring Strength back and talk to the Lion Guard?
Strength is going to speak up and say,
"They'll split the party."
Don't you fucking do it!
Please,
it's not a bad idea.
Quick game. Without you will not make it into the Emerald Citadel. The defenses have been activated. You see these emeralds. You see the emerald pulses.
To the HQ, then.
You mean we can't go to that?
Not yet. I will be able to get us in, but
you
will not be able, unless you don't want me to, for some reason.
All right, I heard that sass through the mental link. What happened?
Dang. There was spice.
Whoa.
Dad has done. He survived this long. Scraps, he'll be okay.
That chap said he could be dead already.
I think he would have just said anything to us.
He's got to have the shield spell.
God damn it.
Luke's
Emerald
Resilient Sphere, maybe.
Perhaps he has a globe of invulnerability and cannot be affected by spells of level 5 or lower, and then we'll be okay.
I don't know what any of those things are.
They're just. I'm just going through the ways that my previous master may have stayed safe in the past, but that's immaterial. Right, let's go.
The quicker we go here, the quicker we can go there.
Was a beast, seemingly.
He's dead. He can be whatever I want.
Whoa!
Everything but alive, Dylan. Everything but alive.
Come on, then. What are we waiting for?
Action
montage, us, Jim.
Okay, yeah, you all you all
no.
Rin, are you staying to the rooftops? Okay. I want you, Rin, to roll me a stealth check, please, with disadvantage.
Boop, 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 boop.
I already have that, man. I'm too buff. Oof.
And before you give me your answer, I then want you to roll a d6 and subtract the result from your score as well.
Well,
interesting.
What if we go into negative numbers? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
Literally, I'm kind of worried that might happen right now. Well, it went from a 6 to a 3, so that's
okay.
That's fine. Fine.
So Rin, two things happen to you.
Cool.
Wait, what did you get? I was looking at my sheet because I got a new ability.
Three.
Oh, that's not going to do anything.
Yeah, nothing is going to help me here. It's fine.
Elias up, gives you a little kiss.
What happens, Rin, is you see as you guys get closer to this inner circle, you are now in the zone that is actively being barraged. You see one of these. They're kind of like arcane ballistas, basically, that are sending these things down off the ships. Turns, you see it tracking you across the rooftops. It doesn't fire. It's just tracking you. And as you're watching that, you feel something collide with you. And you're thrown from the roof as an Emerald Guardsman tackles you and brings you down to the street level. And begins to try to take you out.
Of course.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I just go like, wait, fuck. Reborn.
Okay, yeah, you're saying reborn. Okay, I'm just gonna roll his perception on that. Yeah, he rolled real high. it immediately, like, its fist is doing that that thing that the Hulkbuster armor does, where it's like, and it goes, "Oh, my bad." It goes, "I am sorry, your position on the rooftop led me to believe you were an invading footman.
I understand. It just hurts so
please.
much.
Please accept my health potion by way of apology." Gives you a health potion.
Nice.
And you realize all eyes on the street are on you, and they are wide-eyed, and people look scared of you right now.
Nah, do carry on,
Hurts,
citizen.
give Dredd your cowboy hat.
Oh, sure.
I take it.
I
feel
don't have anything that I can actually hide you with.
Yeah, look,
I think
I can go back up there, but I'm gonna get hit by both sides, honestly. It doesn't matter. Let's just keep going. It doesn't matter. I'll be all right. I can take it.
I think as we're running, if I see civilians, I'm just going to be shouting to everyone to follow the Emerald Legion to their designated safe to their designated bunkers and safe areas, just to get them off the street.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see as well now quite an interesting thing has begun to happen. The city itself is moving into defense mode. There are kind of buttresses beginning to slowly come out between facing buildings on the street. The city, as I think I've mentioned before, is extremely grid-like almost in its layout. And you see now that one of the reasons for that is defense, as basically the alleyways and the streets begin to close over on top to prevent people coming down from the bottom. As this happens, the sky above you starts to darken as your street begins to close over, and the sounds of the barrages become muffled. After that, it doesn't take you long to get to the in view of the Lion Guard thing. What would you like to do? Are you just going to head straight in?
Yeah, I'm heading straight in. I think I'm keeping an eye out. You just more than anything, just to see if we're being followed.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm heading straight in.
Okay, perfect. You get in as a party. You head in, and you see you're not being followed. Both with the absolute aggression of the Emerald Legion's defense and the closing of these kind of blast shields, for lack of a better word. Foot soldiers have not hit the streets yet. They're being taken out before they hit the ground. They're being tackled on the roofs. The defense is pretty solid right now. But you can now, before when you couldn't hear fighting, now you can hear the sounds of fighting. You get inside, and there is a flash and a blur of color and movement as courage hits Eri, Eri and Strength as they come through the door. You feel your mother's arms take you in, and you're both carried barreling into the wall behind. You hear, "My love, my child, you have come home. I am so happy to see you."
Yeah, well, we're under attack. We don't have time for this right now.
There's a very brief moment of sentimentality, and then she goes, "Come with me, and I will give you the report." And you are marched. You are marched into her office. You see her table is now swept clear. There is a map of the Emerald City. In the corner is a Lion Guard mage.
We have those.
Yeah, you have some of them.
To learn magic? Fuck.
Shit, yeah, your auntie has the same shit you do.
Dang.
You
you're the only magic one here. Get out of here.
I'm not even magic. I'm just
your mother looks at her, nods, and then she waves her hand, and the map grows up as an illusion of the city itself.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Yes, bud? Oh, okay. You can go and check on
And
that.
so on the map, you just see like a
Nope.
big round citadel here, and a big red citadel there, and a
An
long
enormous
circular
penis.
citadel here.
The dick ship has arrived.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
The other one looks at it and goes, balls.
Look at that.
The basically they start discussing the tactics and all of this. Courage looks at you, Ari, and says, the next few hours, hopefully simply hours, will be challenging. Please, one of your acquaintances is in the mustering yard. You should go and speak with them before we do what we must do.
Before we go, Mom, Dad, may I speak?
Of course, but please be brief.
They know all our tactics. They know how we move. We need to be unpredictable.
We will take this into consideration. Thank you, Ari.
Good luck. I think I look at my parents and there's like, I think Ari always knew that there would be some moment that he would be like at the war table with them, and he just wants to remember them as they are, just in case.
Yeah. Cool. You see the door closes behind you, not locked or anything, but you make your way out into the courtyard, and you see the Lion Guard in full muster. Those who aren't actively out doing things are girding up. There is the armor in the corner actively reinforcing and repairing weapons that are coming back in from the streets. The Lion Guard has fully mobilized to the defense. You can see there are paladins and stuff giving out heals and buffs to sorry, 1 second. How are you guys feeling about everything that's happening?
And the paladin turns to the lot of us and casts bless
I'm on
on
a call,
everybody.
buddy.
Yeah,
And everybody has
can't
it's a
talk to
D6,
you right
right,
now.
Bill?
And
D4.
someone else
D4,
casts
okay.
heroism.
Yeah.
Someone else Crusader's Mantle.
I
Someone
think
else
it's
casts aid on us
Sanctuary, isn't
so
it?
that we all get
Oh,
+5
yeah, somebody
casts-
temporary HP.
Can you just very
Heroes
quickly
Feast,
say
actually.
none of that
A
happened?
bard gives us all bardic inspiration.
Just very loudly say none of that happened.
Yes, children of the light, you'll stand
Thank you so
strong in
much.
vastness.
You're so good to
into
us.
such.
What's your name?
May your stuff.
No, I
My
bet you
name
remember that.
is Sir
I'm
Leo.
Gerald.
Gerald,
Leo Gerard.
it's great to meet you. Thanks. I feel great all of a sudden. Could you give me more spell slots?
Honestly, that
hero.
Heroes
Oh,
Feast
you
actually
are
helped.
fully.
Mage
You're
comes
all
over,
fully healed,
makes
my
us level
children.
20.
Go forth
Amazing. God, I'm so
let Emerald
grateful.
Vigor fill you in defense of this
Vigor.
glorious city.
And then
yes,
they turn
vigor,
off the
vigor.
gas, and all of those hallucinations stop.
What?
Now that you have seen the best it can be, let's see what we're really dealing with. You see that yes, they're in full muster, and in the corner you hear, "Oh hey, dudes, over here!" And you see that Edward the Smith has set up as one of the armorers in the city. They've kind of a lot of the weaponsmiths and stuff have been pulled in here to be like a central hub. And he's like, "Oh hey dudes, I've got your stuff. Hey, quick, come over here." And you see he has like a big box that says Lion Guard requisitions. And he begins to pull out armaments.
Yeah, buddy.
And the first thing he says, he goes, "To you, my dude," and he looks at Eri. And he says, "I know you got your standard issue Lion Guard armor, and you've got some kind of funky, from what I hear, some kind of funky telekinesis going on. So I thought hey, why not make you up some armor that helps with the funky telekinesis? So here, dude, look, take this. It's slightly better than the armor you have on." And you see it's like his grandmother's armor with the emerald plating and stuff on it. But you can see on the hips of this armor, there's I guess you'd call it a slot that is the shape of one of your psionic daggers. And he says, "Hey dude, so basically when you throw you can load a psionic dagger out of this, it'll manifest on your hip. If you hip toss this thing and you hit your target, you can expend a charge on this thing to swap places with your target if you want."
Hey.
I thought, like, being an agile little dude, you might be able to make, some use of that.
Problems.
Hey, don't say Edward never did you any favors. He turns around, he looks at Scraps, and he goes, "You just wanted a better bow, right? That's all you said, is you want a better bow."
I like both.
All right, well, hey, this one is better. And he takes out a bow that is like beautiful to look at. It's like made of like the handle is like onyx. It's got like crow feathers, which is just lucky because he doesn't know you have a crow. It's got
Don't
like
remind me.
feathers going along the inside of it, and then the wings flare out subtly into kind of like crow wings at the top. And he says, "So, like, hey, okay, this bow is better than your bow, I guarantee it. This is one I've been making for a while for people. It's really, really popular. It has 2 charges in it. When you shoot this, you can expend one of those charges, and the arrow will generate a rope. And basically, you will be able to shoot tethers out of this. So, you can use it like." You can catch people, you can like tie people up from a distance, you can use it to like swing around or climb or whatever your vibe is. I wasn't sure. You're hard to read.
I would have had to kill so many less things if I'd had that on the farm,
Yeah, well, now you can use it to kill many more things. We're being invaded, please.
All right, yeah. Okay, grand.
Please do not lose your killer instinct right now.
Everyone keeps telling me to be gentle, though. I thought okay, Grant, thank you. That's really nice of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's courtesy of this guy's mom. And he goes, "You little dude, come with me."
Hello.
He says,
I just sit in a tattoo chair for 4
he's
hours.
got a tattoo chair. he's got a tattoo chair.
You can hold my hand if it hurts.
And he's like, "Inspiration struck me. I was in a creative flow for a day." And he starts like welding onto you some of the gaudiest, like most fuckboy tattoos you have ever seen in your life.
Oh.
And he goes
That
like,
looks
"Yeah,
so
this
good.
is
You're gonna look bright.
Absolutely fucking sick, dude." And you see like all those tattoos, like the no regrets, only Bahamut can judge me, like absolute, like
just like big angel wings across my shoulders with
oh
mom in the middle.
Yeah, you better get the
and then
one.
you've got live, laugh, love equally interspaced around the bottom of your cylinder.
Wow.
And then he
You
turns
also have to
around.
get the heart with the 2 swords in it.
Yeah. He says, "Okay, right. So basically how this works is you have more metal on you, you have more armor. Like if I were to quantify the level it would take for somebody to pierce through your armor, it's gone up by 1.
Nice.
Yeah, and also you get the added benefit of looking sick as fuck."
Thank you.
Then,
I've always wanted to be cool.
And then he goes, "But look, you can't look that fucking cool and not carry a fucking piece." And he gives you a gun.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
You are doing the lady's work. I haven't figured out the other gods yet.
I am doing Bahamut's work. Now listen, little dude, last time when you came into my shop, you actively mixed a potion or whatever in the shop. So I've made this gun. Yes, sorry. Yeah.
No, at the end.
Okay, yeah. I've tailored this thing for you a little bit, okay? And he's like, he takes it. So like all the best guns, you got to hold this thing sideways, okay? And as he turns it sideways, you see that there are 3 cylinders on the side of the gun. He says, so like these are basically alchemical containers. You can load this thing up with any potion, any 3 potions of your choosing, and then you'll be able to apply them at a range of about 120 feet.
That's so sick.
Wow.
You got a water gun.
Yeah, he's given you a super soaker.
That's
all, yeah.
But and it
open wide.
It will take an
healing.
action. If you're doing it in combat, it will take an action to load a potion into it.
Okay, but I could have 3
You
potions
can have
loaded.
3 preloaded, but if you
And
want
when
to
you
shoot
say
a fork,
potion, is that like my alchemical mixtures, or can I use that as like a spell slot that I've been flavoring as
It's any of your
things.
alchemical mixtures. So anything you brew up in your little
Okay.
thing, you can basically just kind of like fill it.
Okay.
Or any potion that you have, you can pour into this as well.
Cool.
You can't just like burn a spell slot onto it.
Okay.
Yes, you had a
Hello.
question.
I just had mechanics clarifications.
Of course.
The new armor, does it have any pluses to the armor
So
itself?
anybody who was given armor gets a +1 to their AC. Anybody who was given a weapon, except for you, Dill, because this doesn't actually count as a weapon, it's just ranged application of your potions.
Yep.
Gets a +1 hit, +1 damage.
And the second question was I hit someone on a hit, I can teleport to the target. And how many charges?
I will have to double check that. It's 1 a day.
I think
One
it
charge
was
a day.
swap places. No, not.
Yeah,
move
no,
to
it's
it?
swap places. So they will appear where
Yeah.
you were, and you will appear where they were. I actually originally did have it that you teleport to where the knife is, but then that's in your leveling track anyway. If you decide to go,
Yeah, but I'm not going to get
up
that.
rope.
I'm not going to get
I
there.
figured you're not going to get that. So basically, what this is a
Aw.
manifestation of that in like
That's dope.
not its full form. So it's
Aw.
like Ares' potential showing through, and just not
Aw.
giving you the level 12 or 13 ability for free. But yeah, I think it's
Lovely.
cool.
It's 1 charge per day.
1 charge per day.
Lovely.
And then he turns to you, Rin, and he says, like, so look, I know your little bud here made something up for you, and it's pretty special, and I don't want to take away
Yes.
from that. But
pretty
like
nice.
everybody's getting shit, so I don't want you to not get shit. That's not my vibe. So
Oh, this is nice of you.
I made this,
Yeah.
and he gives you the Karate Kid's bandana, right? And he says, but it has instead of the sunbursts, it has a picture of you like raging, but from your
Oh.
hands when you're raging is like divine light coming out.
Oh, hell yes.
And he says, like, look, I can tell, I've been through some shit. I've had my dark days, and I can tell when somebody's trying to be better, but there does come a time when we still have to unleash the beast. And you know what? Why can't the good side of us unleash the beast? It doesn't just have to be the anger. And he gives you this. So hold on while I my notes are on the other computer. But and I reserve the right to say I'm remembering this wrong because I made this up today. But
That's fair.
this headband, when you have it on and you are raging, will allow you to headbutt with your weapon damage. If you have your opponent grappled, you can apply a divine smite on that headbutt.
No.
So ridiculous.
I love it.
I've
just called it the sick ass headband.
That's what I have in my notes.
Hell yes.
As he gives you the end of your as he kind of finishes giving you this stuff, he goes, okay, I'm gonna go and join the defense. I'm gonna give out weapons or whatever you guys want me to do. I think your mom is calling you. And you see the door opens and Courage comes to the door and says, Eri, if you would not mind, please.
Yes, on my way. I'm like jumping into the pants of the armor as I'm hopping away.
As you come in the door, she looks you up and down and goes, you wear this well. It looks good on you. Strength, this reminds me of your first set of armor. And he looks and he goes, yes, you wear it well, but I think you could stand to fill it out a little bit more. And then he goes to do this, but looks at his withered arm and goes,
Oh.
So
Buddy.
He goes,
I give him a hug.
And his courage goes over to him and says, you are still beautiful in my eyes and the eyes of the world. Your strength is your beauty, not your biceps. But then she leans in and you can hear it go, but please do work on getting the biceps back too.
Get the biceps back, I swear to God.
Like we can go to the gym. We can go to the gym together when all this is over. Yeah.
I'm putting on a bulking routine.
Actually,
I've got a pretty good workout.
Both heads turn to you, and Strength goes, "My darling, have you met my friend? This is Rin." And Courage looks at you and
I
goes,
turn to my parents
"Yeah,
and I say, if you're
we
swingers,
have,
that's
we have.
okay, but it has to wait until after the ground invasion.
This is very open-minded of you, my boy. I am proud of you."
Hey, you can do whatever you want so long as we don't all die.
Eri, they both look at Rin and go, "Maybe we will."
God damn it. Oh, I hate this.
I
I hate
knew-
this so much.
I don't know how I feel about it, but in a way, it's good. I'll be back.
Hurts
Yeah,
how Aries'
you-
parents so much
You
friendlier
get the
to Rin.
vibe you're being pack hunted, Rin.
Rin, you're a unicorn.
I knew it.
Please, we must focus.
The bandana just
Yeah.
kind of gets scrunched up a little bit.
I tighten my
The
headband.
banana adds so much to these. Okay, they pull up the fucking map. The line guard in the corner looks extremely uncomfortable.
I look at them and I'm like, you all don't like this as well, right?
Oh no, this is. He looks at you and goes, "No, this is solely your parents. I am afraid.
Like,
we
okay.
we all
Okay.
respect it, but we think it's weird as well. They are very open about this
Okay,
kind of
okay. So
thing."
long as I wasn't the only one, it's good to see you, man.
No, yeah, it's good to see you too, man. I'm glad we can finally talk about this.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
let's go to war.
Yeah, okay, we are at war. Yes, we must do the war.
We must do the war. Yes.
This is not our first war. We are very capable. He goes.
Yes, back to the
spins
war.
map. You must remember, this whole city was born of war. So basically, you're getting a tactical rundown. Strength and Courage are giving this in tandem. Like, there's no overspeak. They are just actively working as a perfect unit here. Strength and Courage, not Eri. Strength is giving the broad strokes tactical layout of what's going on whenever she describes an area. Courage is, and then Strength is actively going in with the macro detail and being, talking about like, this street will need this defense, this street will need this defense. However, this is for the Emerald Guard to decide to implement. There's an Emerald Guardsman basically takes these as orders and marches out. And then when it's just the Lion Guard left in the room, they say, "We, of course, have more serious matters to attend to. The Citadel is under assault. Its defenses hold for now, but we are not sure of the limits it can take, as it has never seen a barrage of this magnitude before." They say, "Our priorities are as follows. We must remove the assault of these airships. To do this, we must bring our air defenses into play." You see the map is spun, and you can see that, like, relatively close to you, there are two like smaller barracks that need to basically be activated. What's going on? What is going on?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Continue
Matt,
talking.
what have you done?
Nothing?
It's testing time.
Nothing
and,
is happening.
Unfortunately, that is what it is.
It
Okay.
truly
I'm
was a chat
I'm
this time.
I'm
It was
getting.
just some of our minds connecting through the psychic.
Okay, cool.
We all are aware that it's gonna be lube time for Hertz's fist again soon.
Oh God.
You need
Of
to
course.
never say that again.
I attacked
First the hat with dreads, and now this.
Oh God. End this campaign.
I hate to say what I'm going to say next. Then,
Oh no.
we
We
will
have a
not be
ship,
able
what
to
a-
enter the citadel until we have taken down the ships that are barraging it. To do this, we must activate our air defenses here and here, and they point at two, basically like SAM sites, for lack of a better word. That's surface to air missile. For those of you who haven't
Yeehaw.
played Command & Conquer. But basically they have like arbalists, and they just need to get them going. After this, we must enter the citadel. Only then will it be safe to do so. We must to do this. The Lion Guard have we have in our armor the ability to temporarily disable the shield for a fraction of a second for us to slip through. but this is not a risk we can take while this barrage is ongoing. The plan must be to take down the offending ships and then slip into the citadel to defend against whatever is happening in there. We have reports of seeing spells, of seeing fighting inside the citadel. We do not know the situation.
Hurts.
Yes.
Do we, Eric? Can Lion Guard? Can you fly ships?
Can we fly ships? Yes, we have some skiffs for patrolling the city, but they would be at high risk to fly above the level.
We need to do the SAM sites first, right? Like that's the.
Yes, we will not be able to combat their air superiority. We have our warships are in the citadel, and all we have are basically fucking gondolas to fight them until we get our air defenses up.
Well,
we also can't power the Dorothy without the locket.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Right. Where do the Goliaths hang out?
So,
no,
real quick,
as a player, real quick. So the surface to air missile thing is where we have to go to fix it. The problem, someone's there.
No, I'm up for you guys to do anything. I'm just letting you know the Lion Guard's plan is basically they have these sites encircling. Each district will have a Lion Guard barracks. In this barracks, their primary mission here is to make sure that they get their two up.
Okay.
They're only a couple, like they're a block away at most. And basically, if you can imagine, if you've ever seen The Hobbit, the dwarven windlass thing that's on top of the buildings, it's like a giant fucking crossbow that fires arcane bolts. But it needs to be manned and activated. So basically, they need.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Our understanding is that the Doherty is in the Citadel, below the Citadel.
It's in the hangar in the Citadel. It's not below. It's an airship, so it's about 2/3 of the way up the Citadel. Yeah. There's basically like a hangar where airships can enter and leave. The Dorothy just materialized inside of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some pretty good shots here.
This was a lot to try and understand. Where am I going?
You're gonna fight a big bow.
Grant.
We're gonna shoot them out of the sky, and once they're down, we'll be able to go in and we'll be able to go get your dad.
I'm real good at shooting things out of the sky. You can do that.
Let's go.
Very good. So, basically, we're going to run this encounter in tonight's game, and then that'll be it for tonight. And then the siege, I imagine, will be our next game proper. So, this is basically going to be a skill challenge for you guys. Nice. So you're going to have 3 stages. One is going to be getting there. The next is going, well, you know what? Get there first. I'll tell you what you have to do.
See if you survive the getting there.
Yeah.
So you can see, for 2 hours to roleplay, please.
Very quick question before.
Yes,
hit point wise, have we had any healing?
Oh, yes. Apologies. Yes. Courage basically turns to you and she says, you left. It seems like a long time ago, but I can tell you have had a arduous path to retrieve strength.
Fun.
He looks at you're all just, with the exception of I think just scraps.
It's literally just.
I got hurt.
Yeah, it hurts. Like your face is hanging on one hinge. Like, like you guys are extremely fucked up. And she goes, "We do keep this as for the most dire of circumstances, but I think that is an adequate description of what we are facing right now." And from her drawer, she takes out 6 basically like long rest in the bottle, of course. Yeah. She slides to she slides them across the table to you, then tosses one to strength. The 2 of them neck them, and you guys are all basically back to full. Yeah.
Slauncher.
So I get spell slots back?
Everything. Just like you've had a long rest.
Nice.
Hell yes.
Do I want to take it or do I want to load it into my gun?
You know what?
Dylan, I'd be
Actually,
disappointed if you didn't load it into your gun.
You have to. You
Okay,
can't.
then I'm gonna take a short rest. Use all
It's
my.
I'm
literally
gonna-
Chekhov's
yeah.
gun. You kind of have to.
I'm gonna keep mine
Okay.
and not
Yeah.
use it yet.
No, I'm going to take mine because
I'm taking mine. I was bad.
I need it.
Yeah.
Me rocking into a war. I have 30 hit points. Let's
I'm
go.
so low on spell slots though, so it's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
If it
that was
just- if
my
it's a
thing.
six- If it's a 6
a
second
gamble.
thing, just
If this were a
fucking-
video game, you'd have a timer on your choice right now.
Yeah.
It's just a potion. It's an action to drink kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So you could bonus action drink a long rest in the middle of a fight and get all your spell slots back.
Yeah, but at the same time,
But you're basically, if you don't, you're going into a fight.
Might
but
not get a
dead.
chance to use it because
Yeah.
you might fucking.
you might go down
It's
immediately
a
before
guaranteed
the
short
Yeah.
rest now. But yeah, you can just neck it in the middle of the fight if you want.
I'll keep mine.
I'm,
No, I
I'm
gotta
gonna load
soak up
mine
the
into the
hits.
gun.
So 2 drink, 2 keep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. The lions look at you and they go, "If this is your decision, I respect it." And then they say, "If you were one of us, we might call you Gambit or like Gambler or something like this." But yes, okay. Your mission is to take this arbalest. Oh, it went to sleep, Matt. Yeah, it's gone to sleep for the night. I'm sorry.
The arbalist's name is Matt. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The little
Matty.
dude, who had been sweeping the floor the whole time is like, "And what is my mission?" And he's like, "Keep sweeping the floor."
You
Yeah.
shouldn't be
Okay.
speaking.
The floor.
In the time we have been here, some troops have made their way to the street level. In this, there is chaos. The Emerald
no.
Legion are defending the streets, but they are pressed. You may see combat when you try to make your way to the Arbalest. Please be prepared for this.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So your first mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make your way here. Is there anything you would like to ask of us before we go? We will be going in the other direction.
Have you
No.
heard any word from the Citadel?
No, unfortunately, the shield will block all communication between the Citadel and the city. It is a perfect shield. Nothing in or nothing out. Unfortunately, we do not know. We have been deceived. We do not know how many agents were inside the Citadel, and we did not want signals to get out. We will live and die now on protocol, and going against protocol, as young Eri has so wisely pointed out. Acting erratically may be of advantage to us now.
Yeah, let's fuck shit up.
All right, yes, let's fuck shit up. And you see the two of them nod. They walk out into the muster. You see, they pick up their weapons and they stride out.
For the sake of keeping me honest,
Yeah.
I have in my gun long rest potion.
Yeah.
Healing potion, because my I only have 2 alchemical infusions. One was this potion of speed, which was used earlier, so I haven't got one yet. So I have 1 free. I'm going to this is completely against the rules of what you just said, Jim, but I'm going to do it anyway, and you're going to just deal with it. I'm going to take my alchemy jug and I'm just going to pour a load of acid into it so I can shoot acid at someone. And we'll see what happens.
It dissolves. It's gone. You've got 2 slots.
No!
No, I'm only joking. No, you can do that. That's
That'll
fine.
be so funny.
Remember that Dylan will be your DM on Saturday, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I'm going to say it likely will not work. To put acid. Well, it won't not work. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's acid. It can only go well.
I mean,
Acid in a
fine.
glass flask. I'm assuming they're just
That's
little glass
true.
vials.
Yeah, I mean they are alchemical vials. Vials, I should say. They're like little potion pots, basically.
Yeah.
That like into the side of it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's go. Your first challenge is you have to navigate the now combative streets to get there. You get out the first thing you're going to have to do is analyze the situation. How do you want to do this?
Can I do the same thing I was doing before, where I'm up on the roofs and I'm kind of scouting ahead?
Not this time, because the blast shields have
Mm.
closed. You're not going to be able to get a view better than like a second floor balcony will get you. Now you can get up to a second floor balcony if you want, but you're not going to get the sweeping vista you did beforehand.
Yeah.
I think
it's probably not worth it. And honestly, I don't want to get tackled like off of roof
Maybe have a
again.
cowboy hat and a bandana now.
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel so
I'm going to say
powerful.
that
Look like the rest of them.
the Emerald Legion would have given you all but a uniform, basically to just let people know that you're on their side.
Yeah.
It's not
Excellent.
foolproof, but
Why you take me hat back then?
it's something to make people at least think twice.
So I've got an army jacket, a cowboy hat, a headband, a tiny little waistcoat.
We took the cowboy hat back off you. It hurts, says it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's to complete my sick as fuck look.
Oh yeah, actually,
You look like you're in a Pitbull video.
Somewhere,
Honestly,
despite my
that's-
appearance, this is my first rodeo.
Coyote.
Somewhere in
everybody,
Emerald
let's
City,
go.
you just hear a very weakened Dale.
Yeah.
Very weakened Dale from someone.
Someone just yells timber. Okay, let's go.
Right, okay, as we're running through, I'm using my psionic bolstered neck to try get a mental vibe as well as just a lay of the land as I'm running. I think I would want to not scout ahead, but like be leading the way, kind of running in such a way that I can try carve out a path for us, like the path of least resistance or most like windiness, that while also trying to get like a psychic imprint of physically we can see what's going on, but also like where are people's heads at.
Yeah. So first off, mostly panic. You get like overwhelming panic when you open it up. But
Lovely.
like by broadening your senses this way, you're able to basically get like almost like a radar of the direction to go. You know, you can see like there's less input coming from over here. The crowd is thinner. We move through this way. There's more input here. The crowd is denser. It's panic. We will move slower. And the other thing you're able to do is like spikes of aggression. Where basically you can sense like there's fighting here and there's fighting here and stuff. So for the most part, by following Eri through this, you're able to move through the crowd pretty rapidly, and like almost with like you're moving at a pace as if there wasn't a crowd. It's not fast. You're not at a flat sprint, but just as if the street were empty and you were walking it. That's the kind of speed you're going at. So you're making good progress. And however, you get about halfway down, the thing above you blasts open for a shot of a ship, and 2 or 3 of the troops drop down. Amongst them, 1 flying monkey and 2 armored, like kind of black knights. Without going into combat, tell me how you would like to deal with this. You are basically, it's a skill challenge, so just say what you want to do and then justify it using the skill.
I'm going to take off my jacket. And I'm going to grab Eri and Hertz by the scruff of their necks. I'm going to push Scraps forward. It's like, go on, scum! Move along!
Rin, why are you being so mean to me?
Push them.
Ooh, okay.
Fuck up!
I'm assuming you're rolling deception on this, right?
Could I convince you that it was maybe well, actually it's the same, so yeah, deception. I was gonna say performance, but I was like, it's actually the same. So it's fine.
Sorry, 1 second.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so what did you get?
22.
Okay, yeah, fucking nice.
22.
Yeah, basically like you see they look at you, they see like the people coming towards them armed, and the swords and shit come out. But when they take a second look at you, they see that you're leading prisoners for all intents and purposes, and they say, "Good work, fast work. Using one of their uniforms as a disguise was clever." And then they go,
Oh,
they
no.
let you pass them. Then they look beyond. Actually, I'm going to say they don't see Scraps, because Scraps has that passive scarecrow buff where like they're not looking for a scarecrow. So yeah, at this point,
Warzone, Scarecrow. Okay, Warzone.
You get
I love
like,
the idea that Scraps just doesn't understand why it wouldn't work.
yeah.
And in every situation, thinks becoming a still scarecrow works, because why wouldn't it?
I mean, like, yeah, they're like, I mean, if you were in a space war and you like you were
A Star
you were
War, if you
a
will.
Star War, if you will. No, careful. It's not a Star War.
Careful now.
They
No, it's the
Careful now.
singular Star Wars.
guys
It's a
are-
Stars War. That's different.
You guys are trekking through
they-
this Star City, right? In this Star Wars. And you just see a scarecrow. You've been briefed to look out for lion men and green robots. Like a scarecrow, you're gonna be like, that's probably someone's lawn ornament. I'm not gonna fight it. So what happens is that you guys are ushered past them. And as you kind of like get past them, they begin to kind of like, put their swords not away, but kind of like at ease. And in this moment, you're able to basically just fucking dunk 3 arrows from Scraps, whatever. You absolutely get the drop on them. With this, you're able to make your way to the base of the building the arbalest is in. At this point, you can see there are more of their troops around it. The door is locked. They're trying to get into the door. At the top of the building, you can see the arbalest pointing downwards, inactive. What would you like to do?
So is it our people trying to get in the door, or
No, enemy soldiers.
I thought an herbalist was like a fucking herb person that makes potions. What are we
It's
talking
a herbalist?
That's
Okay.
That's an apothecary.
That's
That's an apothecary.
This entire thing
Apothecary,
is
herbalist, know your slaying.
It's like
We're
a big
going to see a
crossbow.
doctor. We're very hurt.
Oh, we're bringing a person who's gonna operate something. I am my character, okay?
You're like, oh, we're gonna go find a druid, I guess.
Like,
I'm right about
alright.
Hold on, no, let me make sure, because I am right about that, right?
Herbalist was like a
yeah,
tree.
and you've also said specifically how they shoot these like fucking cyber
Yeah.
bolts and things.
Like
I
did
And
also
Lucas
use-
just
said
sitting
it
there
was a
being
big
like,
bow.
person who likes herbs,
I'm
they can
not
shoot
allowed-
bolts, sure.
Yeah, I think I deliberately used the word surface to air missile so there'd be no
Multiple times, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
it was
I did.
very clear.
I was being nice
I-
about it, but Harker, I've described this 3 or 4 times.
I just thought it was a person.
I
that
said
gonna
it was a big
operate the
bow.
machine.
I
So
said it
this
was
is-
a big bow. And you said, yes, I'll shoot it.
You thought you were gonna shoot a man?
I thought the man was gonna
You're like,
shoot the
right there now,
bow.
Barry. Get in the
Come
bow.
on.
So you look to the top.
Herbalist sounds like someone who
I'm-
cuts down trees for a living.
That's an
That's an
arbalist.
arborist. Yeah.
I actually just found that when I guess it's an arborist. Yeah.
Well,
Jesus, Harker.
I picked
so-
my character well.
You
okay?
look
Leave me
up-
alone.
I'm gonna for Harker, and for the people at home, I am going to describe this building. You
thank
see, you see a military building, very very thick walls. Like this is a building meant to be defensible. Wrought iron door. They're not getting through. You would have the key to this door as part of your mission plan. As you look up, you see there are arrow slit windows in this building, and then a parapet that extends out beyond to prevent people from climbing up it. On the top of the building is a large dome. On top of the dome, a very tired looking druid sits. You can see
Druid is
that
so
he
done
has
with
a
this.
seed. He has a large seed that he is trying to grow into a weapon to take down these things. But unfortunately, his herb is not ready yet, and he needs you guys to get up there and help him with this. How are you approaching
Great.
this situation?
How many people are at the door?
3 that you can see on the front of the building.
I might be able to take out one.
Well, hold
Again,
on,
broad
hold on.
strokes. This is heroic combat, so you don't need to go in on specific called shots and stuff.
I mean,
We could try the
if
same
we-
thing again.
yeah, if I don't know, because they're trying to break in. Why would you? They just ask you to help you. I can either my
I mean,
options
we are
are
trying to get in.
Oh, you want to kill these, do we?
my options are a sneak attack, kill at least one of them, or I can try to connect to them mentally and try to put like fear or like try trick them into thinking that they're receiving orders from somewhere else. To like go somewhere else, maybe. That is those are not skills that I'm good at, but my Cybal certain act might be able to help.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could just
I have compelled duel. I could cast that on one of them, and maybe like a mob mentality thing. They'll all just start chasing me.
Yeah, but then we lose you.
I have a suggestion that I think is more in line with what Jim's getting at here. So, Jim, let me know if this is possible.
Okay, go.
Can I use investigation to
This is
see, because
skills.
they're all clamored around the store, all tightly clumped, right?
Yes.
And you said there's like overhanging bits. Can I use investigation to see if there are any kind of like loose rocks, kind of things that I can like point to scraps to shoot or something like that will fall down and crush them all?
For the first part of this, absolutely roll investigation to see if you can see something like that.
I'll help you by pointing out the places that I would know and stuff.
You'd know,
great.
like part of your training would have been like
Maybe that
learning these buildings and stuff, you know.
Okay, that's so much better. because my first roll was a 4, but that's a 19 plus investigation is 26,
Nice.
and I can add a more bullshit if you want me to.
Okay, so you can see that through, like, basically how these troops have gotten down here is that they have blasted a hole in one of these blast shields that go across the roof again. This blast has damaged the structure somewhat, and you can see that there's quite a large, not buttress, like a parapet that is very unstable looking above
And that's
the
not
door.
a bird, Harker. That's a part of a building.
Grand,
yeah.
Would you want me to shoot it anyway?
You see, it looks like it's teetering, this parapet, but a parakeet actually lands on it, and you can
That's
see
what you're
it's
trying to tell me about.
very.
Hey, buddy, I need a son. Do you want to be my son?
It speaks
How
out loud in
quickly you
English.
move
Oh,
on.
fuck you! And flies away.
Very grand. Oh, well, do you want me to use my new bow and pull the rocks down?
That might be an idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
Grand.
Thank you. Yeah, and if you do it there, and then it'll fall on them.
Cool. So justify this with a ability, please, like a skill, I should say, not like
not an attack
skill.
roll.
Yeah. So like do it with, I'm going to use Dex, or I'm going to use acrobatics, or
I would love to use I don't know skills that well. Based on having spent a lot of time on a farm, traveled across mountain lands, grasslands, I've spent a lot of time. I would have said going past cliff faces, and I would have know how scree works. I want points for the word scree, please.
Yeah,
and
I'll
would
give you
know.
points for the word
Thank
scree.
you.
Harker
I would know how
that she knows actually words now.
Fuck you.
Putdown.dictionary.com.
Just off camera, you have a thesaurus and you're
Yeah.
flipping wildly.
My geography teacher be so
Dan
proud
there
of me.
holding up textbooks for.
I don't like that this has shifted from shots at Eri to shots at me.
No,
but
I love
Eri
this
was-
actually.
Eri was catching strays. You're getting targeted shots.
No,
Which
this is
what I would
fully
like
you.
to make now.
You did this
please.
to
A
yourself.
targeted
The other
shot.
one was just malice.
Yep. So I know. I would like to know that I would understand the physics of how rocks will fall. And
Yes,
know
down.
how. Yeah, which one to kind of target. And I would love to do this because of my survival skills, if possible.
Okay, yeah, survival is entirely justifiable. Roll it up for me.
That's a nat one. So that's 6.
Oh,
Okay, unless anybody can
Unfortunately.
help
let's
out
see.
with this.
My whole shit is ranged combat. I could probably also be looking at that. Looks like a weak spot.
I'm still looking at that
I'm
parakeet.
gonna. So what happens?
Parakeet is
I'm gonna say
so
what
beautiful.
basically what happens.
What's the
here,
DC she needs to hit?
I was going to say 15.
So I need 11.
I can add a 4. If anyone can add anything else.
Zil, give me a D6 in the chat there, will you?
I can
Just
give you
real
the help
quick.
action if that'll fly.
I could also give it a help action, but
Keep it to one
ooh,
help action.
no, it can't be I was gonna say I want to apply my divine smite somehow, but I don't think that can be applied to ranged attacks. Also, it can't be added to other people.
Yeah, you're definitely not adding it to someone else's.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so unless something happens in the next...
I know. Listen, it was a long
sentence,
shot.
I'm going to say it literally was quite a long shot. So I'm going to say what happens here, just narratively. The repercussion of not making this check is that they see you, they turn, and you get engaged with a combat with them. You're able to beat them, but not without taking some damage. So everybody is going to take...
Why did you yell about the parakeet?
Who is this flying there?
Everybody is going to take 8 points of damage in this skirmish.
Listen, the birds are distracting, all right? I was looking for rocks and there was a bird. This isn't my fault.
But you are able to...
You didn't have to yell about it, though.
I miss my son, all right?
Oh.
In the back of your head, you hear it's like somewhere between a caw and a da. It's like ka ka. You're not sure if it's guilt or if it's something more. You are able to overcome these guys. It's a scrap. You are now at the bottom of the herbalist, and you have the key to get in. So you get up and basically with all of you there to like watch his back. He's not dodging shots and stuff anymore. He's able to basically like at the top of this thing, there's like an emerald recess filled with like the finest soil.
I can use Druidcraft to help him bloom it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, bloom it up.
We're not genuinely going with the fucking druid, are we?
I think we are.
I had to influence this campaign somehow.
Yep.
I am yes-anding this. So basically using Druidcraft, basically one of these little floating clouds from the Emerald City that does all the window boxes and stuff comes along, and as it's watering this seed, yeah, basically Lupitu. Just the cloud though. You're able to use Druidcraft to grow this thing, and this seed grows and grows and twists and kind of sings itself into existence as an herbalist on the top of the building.
Yay!
I'm gonna say,
a fire a boy. You could have just told me that.
Well, these things are like very fucking high up. You with your Druidcraft, it's better than it would have been. Like the strings are more tense. Usually they're an X. This one has another cross as well, so it's like a multiplication and a plus sign. So it's you're going to be able to do a much more powerful shot with this one now, because you and the druid work together to craft this thing.
It makes sense that I would have created something like this. All of us came from some kind of organic matter.
And as
I came from a mum.
What's that like?
You can't remember.
Down your stairs. Down your stairs.
Rin just starts crying. Yeah, as this thing finally blooms, you see like it kind of like swings into position, and then almost like an arcane bolt appears in the what would you call the arm of the crossbow, the barrel, I'm going to say, for lack of a better word.
The sight is different.
The sight would be kind of like there's a ring.
No. I don't know.
Do you know what? It's
real bow.
It's vegetative, so I'm gonna. That's not the right word, but it's a plant.
It's a vegetable.
So I'm gonna say the trunk appears on the trunk of it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's also made of like root vegetables. Yeah. So you guys got to shoot the thing.
Well, I mean, I don't want to take over here. Does anyone want me to shoot a bow?
I'm also
honestly,
I think you should. You're probably the best person to shoot the bow.
You're probably the best person. I did have an idea, but it's
I can probably
really
help with aiming.
That'd be good.
To be done with aiming.
Which ship do we want to hit here?
So in
Zoom.
above you, in the kind of area you have to cover, and you can see now that the other arbalists are firing. The other lion guards have been successful, and you see ships starting to take bolts. They're firing back. Fire is moving towards these positions rather than being focused on the thing. But the lion guard are deadly accurate. Above you, you have 4 ships in the airspace you have to cover. Basically, what you're trying to do here is shoot through enough that you can take them out before they manage to move their cannons and barrage you so that you take further damage.
Okay.
All right.
Eri, do you want to help me pick which one goes first?
Yep.
The big one.
Which one's about to shoot us first?
Yeah, can I do like any I don't know how far I can use like my get a sense of vibes and intentions.
These things are way too high up, but you can the vibes and the intentions are all of their cannons are turning towards your building.
Lovely. I hate that for us. Yeah, just go for the big one, I'd say.
Grand.
Yeah. I mean, like, you don't have to prioritize them or anything. You've got 4 ships you have to take out. You're just going to justify this again with the skill. So like you use Druidcraft or Dylan use Perception. You're going to say, I want to use this to try and do this as efficiently as I can. Basically, what this system is how we generally in Heartfire Tales run like large scale combats and stuff like this. It's just rather than getting into the micro, like having to call every shot and stuff.
Seeing as it's a bow, seeing as it's something I'm vaguely used to firing, I'd just be using Perception. I'd be using my eyesight. I can shoot my own bow 600 meters, so even though these ships are going to be kilometers away, I'm used to looking far distances for things.
Yeah, 100%. You're able to gauge it. Like, you might take one shot that goes astray or something, but after that, you've kind of got a sense for it, and you're able to gauge like the yaw and stuff you need to put this thing at to make your shot.
I think you mean the yaws.
Can I grant advantage via a successful perception check as well for the aiming?
Yeah, I'm going to say that these things are made that like there is like a secondary location where you can be planted up to like there's like all but a little telescope that says like you're the
like
spotter.
A spotter.
Like, where you're like 34 on gun check XYZ. You're able to work as a team to do this.
Lovely.
Also, remind me to link you to a very funny video my brothers and I made once about almost this exact situation. Back when we thought we were going to be a sketch comedy group and we made one video, it was quite successful, and then we never made any more.
God, that's so real.
Yeah. Oh no, we made 2. Sorry, we made one about a serial killer who was killing millennials.
Hey, I want to see that.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look. And I might use a Cybolts or Knack depending on how well this is. Just to. Right. Okay. Oh, I don't even need to. Oh, what's 16 plus 8? That's just
24.
8 by 3. No, 8 by something.
What a wild way to go about the simple addition, but yeah, it's 24.
Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's just putting forward my perception to try aim and.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough. Harker, what you roll on the I'm going to say that.
Oh, that's 24.
Fucking,
hell
okay,
yeah.
so
How did you do that so quick?
19 plus 5.
Obviously, 24 was the number on both of your dials, and you were like, "You got 24? Yeah, I got 24. Fire! Boom!" You guys managed to in deadly efficiency, just fire, reload, fire, reload, fire, reload, fire, reload. 4 bolts fly into the air. 4 ships come crashing down. They land. The city takes heavy hits where these things are landing, but the blast shields are holding against even these. Like, people's attics aren't going to be in a good state, but everything below the attics is still
my
doing
photo
okay.
albums.
Yeah. No, the Christmas decorations.
My crib.
The blow-up bed. No.
You see, one guy just done his new Dulux window, and he's like, fuck.
No.
You see the last of these ships comes crashing down, and you look around the city. This inner ring, where the cannon ships had been firing down, the sky is clear, and they're doing a good job of making sure that anything coming into this airspace is also just being taken out immediately. So for now, the barrage on the inner ring and the Emerald Citadel has stopped. It's only a few minutes before a Lion Guard and an Emerald Guardsman manage to get up to you and relieve you. Just like, again, high training and robotic efficiency, they are just nailing it. You guys are able to make your way back to the Lion Guard barracks, where strength and courage are waiting for you. And you see that they nod at you and they say, we noticed the gun you were firing seemed far more efficient. How was this?
Yeah, for some reason there was a druid up there. I don't know how he got there.
Oh,
His
yes.
name's Brian. He's a nice lad.
Brian, yes. Of course. He was one of our strongest druids that we've had the whole time, yes.
His voice was
Brian
incredible.
Blessed. I'm not doing it. I don't know it well enough. They say the skies are clear. This has given us the opportunity we need. Please follow us. And you see they lead you down the street past kind of like where Anti-M's and stuff is, right up to like the wall of the Emerald Citadel. The main entrance is over here, but they approach like basically an empty section of wall. The Lion Guard takes out a little dagger and they draw it along the grit between some of the bricks, and basically like the wall kind of crumbles away, the physical wall crumbles away, and you can see in the space between the brickworks the green portal still shimmering. Strength and courage go around to each of you and give you basically like an emerald bracelet, and they say, we must be quick. As we pass over, the shield will drop. The skies are clear for now, but we must take only moments. Are you ready?
Okay. Come on, Tada.
Okay. And you step through. And that is where we're going to end this session.
Hey.
We're off to see the wizard.
What are the
Again,
bracelets
dead.
for?
He could be dead.
What are the bracelets for?
Get through
The bracelets let you through the barrier.
I love
Looks sick.
Yeah.
Friendship bracelet.
Basically, they're giving you friendship bracelets that the barrier will drop for. So it's basically, unless the enemy is extremely lucky, in the amount of time it takes you all to take one step, the shield is down. So it's like a moment of weakness.
Perfect.
They look like 6 slap bracelets.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. That's all for today. Thank you. I'm going to hold on to any. Can somebody take note of everything Alan gave me, please?
It was just a crit.
Fuck.
It was
Just
just
a
a
crit?
crit.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's just the one crit.
It's also against the rules for to hold things over, but
Letting the side down. Yes, but I also feel like I'm robbing them of about an hour and a half of entertainment. So I'm not going to rob
that's
them of their donations of little digital cats. Is it cats? Okay.
no, they're fan dolls.
Yeah, kind
Oh,
of.
fan dolls. Yes, of course.
Just a bunch
so
of
I'm not going to
cats.
just take. I'm not going to snake oil your fan dolls away from
Someone
you. Don't
has
worry.
a
That crit will
inspiration
still
to
be in
keep
play.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
we
we're
carry
gonna-
over
we're gonna
stuff from
keep
past
inspiration then.
sessions?
Yeah.
Usually we don't, just because
We
it's
do
a
now.
short one today. We do.
Ignore the DM.
And because I want to kill all your characters next week.
But why? We're
Not
so
difficult.
nice.
Yeah, well, you've had your arcs. You're all resolved.
You're
I kind of want.
resolved.
Yeah. Thank you,
Mom.
everybody, for tuning in. Thank you guys for playing.
Yeah.
Would you like to actually talk a little bit about yourselves?
No,
Before
all at the same time again, please.
before that though, shout out to Lavish Fish and Lauren Gore for
You.
giving subs and subbing. Thank you so much. Really
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank
Much
you.
love. It's it's just nice.
We do appreciate it. It's given me the warm and fuzzies inside.
I hope they're coming on Saturday.
Yeah.
It better come
Hopefully.
Saturday.
I don't mind
find
where.
them.
I don't care where you are in the world.
Yeah.
Get yourself
Stop
on a
that.
plane
Come hang out.
and just come the fuck
Find
to Ireland
you.
and watch us.
Yeah.
We're in Smock Alley Theatre. That's
Yep.
Dublin. That's in Leinster in Ireland. Make sure you get there. It's Saturday, 7:30. It's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be very, very fucking chaotic. Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have at least 2 people. No, sorry, at least 3 people coming from abroad, which is
Yeah?
wild.
Amazing.
Yeah. We also have
That's
people emailing us asking us which is to go to Cork, which is essentially to go abroad.
Yeah.
So
Motherfucker.
Honestly,
We were
so
basically
real.
Go to
asked.
Cork. It'll be easier for me.
We were
Oh, yeah.
basically asked to step back in time and go to Cork to play a game of G&G.
My guy, Cork is 6 hours away from me.
Oh Jesus.
that's insane.
Okay, well, I always have to go to Dublin for shit, and that's kind of nasty.
That is
We'll go-
not
We'll
6 hours away.
We'll do a tour next year. We'll do
Yeah.
a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like Dublin, Cork, Galway, or something.
Hmm.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah.
Like Derry. Derry seems nice.
Yeah, fine.
This time I
Politically
won't.
charged little laugh from Apollo there.
It's so random. Just of all the places, just go to there. Like,
Derry.
I-
Actually,
Derry is
we will.
nice.
I have a friend in
We
Derry. Why
will
not?
be. We will
Yeah,
be going
Derry
to.
is nice.
What's the name of that place, Dylan? That town that our friend who used to do videos from parkour, who I won't say his name on a stream, but it's like the most random town I could possibly think of. Anyway, we're going there.
Magrafelt.
Yeah, Magrafelt. We will be playing Magrafelt.
I
That's
know
a place in
Magrafelt.
the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
No,
Yeah.
I know Magrafelt.
Apollo, please tell me a little bit about yourself, where people
One
can
second, I'm
find you and
looking
what
up
you
how
do.
to spell Magrafelt. Oh, no, I see it.
Magrafelt, I think.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Now
Hi.
tell
that
them
is
about
the most
yourself.
obscure northern town I could think of.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Hi.
Right, Apollo, sign out.
Hi. My name's Apollo. You can find me online on the internet at Tall Nerd Apollo. I'm a voice actor. I'm a TTRPG performer, and what was the last one? Oh, cosplayer. And I'm a cosplayer. Ignore the half projects in the back. We don't talk about
No,
them.
not the scary
Not
mask,
the
Jim,
thing
please.
again. Not the thing again.
We'll be
It's
good, I
okay.
swear.
I promise I
Um,
won't make more jokes.
Yeah, I be on the internet sometimes. I be doing little funky stuff.
Like it.
I'm here. I played Airy, and yet again, I would like to bring the attention that before this call started, when it was just me and Dread in the call, Dylan joined wearing a pirate hat that had dreads in it, and then we both had
It
to stop
did.
and go, "Wait, what is this nonsense?"
I
White
was
man with
fully
dreads
like,
out on the street, jail.
he's
Anyway.
coming for my brand, and honestly, that's
He's doing for both our
upsetting.
brands. We both have dreads.
I know.
I
so
felt
like,
left out.
my guy. Good.
Oh,
Oh no. And that was the
I
end
get-
of me.
It was, yes. You've been officially cancelled. It's been nice
Yeah.
knowing you. It's been good
That's sad.
time.
Right before your live show too.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Unfortunate.
sad. My little face didn't load. I'm real sad.
no. Yeah,
dude.
no. It loaded, but it didn't actually
can see
like
it, but
It didn't
it's-
animate.
No,
Yeah.
it's-
Usually for you at home, that becomes a very scary.
Dread,
like-
sign us out.
Yeah, so I'm the dreaded DM. I'm also known as Dread. I'm also known as Caitlin. I'm on TikTok and I'm on the Instagrams and I'm on the Facebooks for I don't know why anymore, really. But I'm taking a little bit of a hiatus because I'm in the middle of writing some more stuff. But yeah, go follow me on the
Can't wait.
things. I'm there sometimes.
Solid.
Good job.
Parker, sign us out.
Good job.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Harger. I'm an Irish streamer and content creator. When I'm not dying sick, this is my first stream back in like 3 weeks because I've been in bits. But after
That's
getting every
right.
possible illness all at the same time, I will be back making content on TikTok and Instagram. And back streaming Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Irish time. Thank you.
Are you
Absolutely.
back this week?
I am back this week, thank God.
Woo.
Except for Saturday when I will be at. No, that's Sunday. No, it's Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's
IGN.
Saturday.
I
It is
won't be
Saturday.
streaming this Saturday because I'll be
No,
watching
you won't.
D&D.
Oh yeah, this weekend go to the Irish Gaming Market up in.
Don't go there. Go to the live show.
No, gotta go to the live show. You
Yeah,
go to
no,
the
it
go
is
to
for the
IGM on
live
It's in the
Sunday.
City North Hotel. It's
Do you know what?
somewhere.
Do you know what's a good
No.
shout?
To me.
Go there
Go to
during the
that.
day.
And then come to our
Yeah.
show
Yeah,
afterwards.
did you go at
Exactly.
night?
Go that
yourself-
during the day, then go over
There
there.
we go. There
Yeah,
we go.
Yeah,
get yourself
there-
some
there it
nice
is.
cosplay weapons at that thing, or whatever they sell at it,
Gaming
and
stuff.
gaming stuff. Yeah, whatever. And then come to us and buy some Hardfire Tales merch because we will have Hardfire Tales merch for sale at the event. Hopefully,
Ooh,
if our
I want
order
to have
comes
Hotels merch.
through.
I don't have. I got that
Um,
poster.
Well, we'll have
There you go.
posters for sale.
I have a
And
very
you
nice
have
shirt
our-
and
What a
a
hoodie.
somewhat sorted sticker.
Sorted sticker.
It is incredibly sorted, actually. If you sub to our Patreon,
you have it
which is
there?
something I meant. Do you have it there?
It's on my laptop. I can't
Ah.
show it.
Oh.
It's actually my raw.
the first 5 months of the
I think it's
Patreon.
yeah.
Patrons got a all but X-rated sticker of all of the main cast. Of
I
Hard
opened it in
Tale.
front of my husband,
it.
and I couldn't explain
They were
why I had it.
full
Cast or
on
cast
nice.
characters?
characters, I should say. Yes.
Okay. Oh,
This extra special tier for the cast
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
dang.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
ultra
Just go on
diamond.
to
Dylan.
Fake Real Feelings TikTok and watch all the thirst traps.
Yeah, we'll
true.
be doing thirst trap.
You've
Yeah.
been assigned them.
Dylan, tell us a bit about yourself, please.
My name's Dylan. I once attempted to be an internet persona and then realized that takes a lot of effort. So I stopped. I was like, I was going to put effort into Half-Heart Tales instead. But then recently I was like, you know what? Maybe I do want to be an internet persona again. And so I rebranded my Instagram to Dylan and Dragons and have done absolutely nothing else with that since. But occasionally
Real.
I will share
So real.
a Half-Heart Tale post to my story. So go follow me on Instagram if you want to see the same things.
Strong rebrand.
No lie, you
Very
got hit
nice.
on TikTok for your thirst trap.
That'll do it.
We did.
That'll
We
do
did.
it.
We
Yeah.
got thirsty comments. It was great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
How to do it.
And
I
not
know.
I
from
just got
me.
mean ones.
Yeah, no.
It's actually just all from Apollo and their various alts.
I have a lot of burner accounts, okay?
I finally got to the
Um,
point where in Harper Tales' podcast, which you can find on Spotify and all places you listen to your podcast,
Thanks,
that
Harper.
Khan is screaming at Dread, which is a weird crossover.
That was
Oh yeah, so good.
my
Yeah.
mind's like
yeah.
blown.
Yeah, that broke some fucking fourth wall nonsense
Yeah,
and
it was-
existed
It
in
was
an
so
ethereal
scary 'cause
state.
It was so aggressive.
I was walking on the street listening to that, and I jumped so high when that happened. I was
But
not
if you haven't
expecting
listened to it, at the end, Patreons get a shout out at the end of our episode.
Mhm.
It's
Yes,
changed
it was a
up,
shout
it's
out.
changed up the format a little bit, but in one of them, just off the bat, I started unhinged, just like verbally assaulting our patron. Like I tried to crash one of their cars. I was like, "Are you driving? Go left!" But yeah, that was fun. And me,
It was
I'm
so
Jim.
funny.
I exist in the online space as well. Actually, almost made it as an online personality, and then gave up on that account. But yeah, you can find me mostly on Qui-Gon Jim or Jim 2 Illustration or Morningstar Visuals, which is my actual like professional one, I guess. But I'm going to be throwing up a load of really fun LARP edits that I did on that in the next week or two.
Nice.
So if you like kind of photo composites, VFX, all that kind of stuff, check that out. Until then, we have been probably tolerable. So I hope you enjoyed it.
At the very least.
This has been
the
Hard
most.
Fire Tales. We will be back in another 2 weeks to see how the guys get on in the defense
Yay.
of the Emerald Citadel and how long it takes them to find the body of Hertz
dare.
and Scraps' father.
You fucking dare,
The
Jim.
live body. It's fine.
Yes.
Listen, I've dealt with a
Live,
lot of people.
muscly.
It'll be fine. It'll
I
be
have
fine,
father
actually.
issues and I know
Oiled
where
up.
you live.
That's
Oiled
okay.
up and hogtied.
Yeah, just no, won't say that. Fucking, that would have been too much.
No.
Yeah. Have we somebody we can raid, Dylan? I want to go to bed.
Oh fuck! I haven't looked at it.
Please just go find an art stream and raid them, please.
Nice.
Okay.
Just search
in the
art as a
meantime-
category on Twitch.
I need to convince all of you to make a gnome versus knight TikTok because
The
I've
war
already
has
done
ended.
one.
Yeah.
what do you mean the war's ended? Who's won?
They agreed that it was the King of the Knights was actually playing both sides, and wasn't actually a knight, and that now the gnomes and the knights are at peace.
Gym for this shit.
Just put it.
Sorry,
I'm
you
still
gotta
gonna
put a new caption. I believe the current story is that the knights are now rebelling against the King of Knights
Oh,
because
lovely.
Oh.
Okay.
Says the person who
he
says he doesn't
misled
use
everyone.
TikTok.
I've been keeping up on this gnome stuff.
You're deep lore now.
I
You've
happen
been
to
talking
be
about it for a
truly-
while.
I
It was very
happened
fun
to
to find
be
out that all
there.
my friends were gnomes, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Am I the only night bitch in this place?"
You gotta be the night bitch. You gotta do it.
I don't know what any of this
Because
means.
Way of the
Sorry.
Heron went in extremely hard on that last one. That was like, remember the last time TikTok got real divided? It was like the council versus
Yeah, kinda.
oh, what's your man's name? It was like that
Azim?
no, it was like a historian guy, but like
Oh, I
Are
love
these
that.
dungeons still
he wa-
still up?
I don't know if they are. Rate them.
Yeah. Okay.
Are they
cool.
doing an art stream, Dylan? Are we going to
No,
go?
I don't know how to look for our streams, and I'm too tired to figure it out.
Okay.
So
That's me with life.
Everybody just go support an artist somewhere else. So
Find an artist and
we
just
really
hand them a
need it.
fiver.
Like,
Just kinda,
the
like,
illustration
find
jobs
them,
have fallen
get,
through
like,
the
a
fucking
wad of
floor
money
because
and
of
just
Midjourney.
perfect spiral that shit at
Yeah,
them.
it looks like
please
they're
just go
about to
support an
finish,
artist.
but like,
Thank you,
oh, well.
Sewell, for being on my side on not knowing
Look,
what
we're
the
all gonna
hell
just
a
go say
gnome is.
goodnight to
Finish was
the
the most
dungeon.
important part.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Tell
that.
them to put the kettle on. Bye, everybody.
Stick around.
Bye.
Stick her on. Stick her the fuck
Bye.
on.
Stick
See you
around,
later.
Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're done.
Are we out?
Yes.
Cool.
Are we out?
Okay.
I thought
One
I
of the
followed
last ones we were
GHO.